Welcome back to Frontend Hire. Today we would be doing a bit of theory questions and it's going to be a React theory questions. I'm also launching these theory based questions apart from those coding questions. And I have a different approach to theory questions as well. Let's start with what is React. This is a very standard interview question and usually used as a warm up to the rest of the interview. And of course, there are various answers to this question. You don't want to do a long answer here. You just have to keep it quite short and to the point. And you could open with something like this. It is an open source JavaScript library for building user interfaces. React enables a strong composition model which allows you to build complex UIs out of simple components. By the way, this question is mostly asked to interns or maybe someone who's a fresh graduate or into their first React developer role or JavaScript role. When you answer something like this, the most common thing that's going to happen is going to be these further follow-up questions. They could even ask about what open source isn't React owned by Facebook or Meta. So you could answer something like, yes, it was developed by Facebook or Meta to solve their problems, but they made it open source and is maintained by Meta and a couple of other companies and individual developers. Based on your answer, again, they could ask you about what is a component. A component is a reusable UI element that can be reused across your application. An example would be a button or card. Instead of answering it something like this, I would suggest you, answer this based on the interview platform you're using. Maybe you're using a video platform like Google Meet or maybe Zoom or something like that. So try to find components in that particular platform and talk about that, tell about those particular buttons or inputs to the interviewer. That is a way better way to answer this question, in my opinion. And again, so we also talked about how it's a strong composition model. Use the platform you're interviewing on to describe the UI and try to look for a component that is composed of other components. We are talking about strong composition model, meaning it's basically components composed of other components. And this is basically a design pattern that allows you to build complex UIs out of simple components. Something like Lego bricks. For example, a card can be composed of a header, a body, a footer, and another example would be text input. So maybe if you're in a Google Meet, you could talk about how the icon button can compose other icon. It's not a different button for every specific icon. Rather, it's the same button, but it is composing different icons. So you could talk about something like that. And of course, I have also attached a couple of resources if you want to go further into this follow-up questions. I hope you like this. I'm not sure how long this video would be. It could also be a short or a YouTube video. Yeah. Thank you for watching, and I will be seeing you in a different video soon.